Stop right now. Stop scrolling, stop moving, stop distracting yourself, because what is coming through this channel right now is not ordinary. This is not a gentle breeze. This is a storm that has been building in someone's chest for longer than you realize, and it is about to break wide open. I need you to hear me clearly. The distance between you and this person is no longer something they can tolerate. It is not something they are managing. It is something that is actively dismantling them from the inside out. And before we go any further into what I am seeing, if you feel this already, if your chest tightened, if your breath caught, if a name flickered across your mind the moment you read those words, then you already know. You are the Virgo this message is for. Support this channel by liking this reading, subscribing, and leaving a comment. These messages find the souls who are meant to receive them at the exact moment the universe aligns the delivery. Your energy keeps this space alive, and there is more coming for you very soon. Virgo, what I am picking up on right now is raw. It is unfiltered. It is the kind of energetic imprint that does not come through often because most people do not feel this deeply. But this person feels you deeply. And the space between you, the miles, the silence, the unanswered messages, the time that has passed, that space has become a living thing to them. It breathes. It haunts them. It sits in the corner of every room they enter. They feel it when they wake up. They feel it when they try to sleep. They feel it in the middle of conversations with other people when your name is not spoken but somehow still hangs in the air. The distance is not just physical for them anymore. It has become psychological, spiritual. It has wrapped itself around their nervous system, and it is squeezing. Let me tell you exactly what I am seeing. This person has reached a threshold. There is a limit to how much longing a human heart can contain before it either shuts down completely or explodes into action. And Virgo, this heart is not shutting down. It is expanding beyond what they thought was possible, and the expansion is painful. They are feeling things they have spent months, maybe years, trying to suppress. They told themselves the distance was necessary. They told themselves time and space would heal the attachment. They told themselves that if they just focused on their own life, if they just kept busy, if they just met new people, the intensity of what they felt for you would eventually fade into something manageable, something polite, something they could file away under nostalgia. But that did not happen. Instead, the opposite happened. The further away you became, the louder their souls screamed your name. I am seeing them right now in my mind's eye, Virgo. I see them staring at their phone, not texting you, just staring, their thumb hovering over your name, their heart racing, their mind creating and discarding 100 different opening lines. Should they be casual? Should they be direct? Should they pretend they just wanted to check in? Should they finally tell the truth? The internal debate is exhausting them. But here is what you need to understand. This is not about a text message anymore. This is not about digital communication. This is not about liking a photo or leaving a comment or sending a meme. Those small bridges have burned in their chest. They do not want to reach you through a screen. They want to reach you through the air that separates your bodies. They want to stand in front of you. They want to see your face change expression in real time. They want to watch your eyes react to their words before your mouth has a chance to filter them. They want the full sensory experience of you because the memory of you is no longer enough. The photos are not enough. The voice notes are not enough. The dreams they have been having almost every night are not enough. Their body is literally aching for your physical presence. And Virgo, this ache is making them crazy. I do not use that word lightly. I am seeing a level of obsession that is not toxic in the way the world usually defines it. This is not control. This is not possession. This is a soul level recognition that has been denied for too long. And the denial is creating a kind of beautiful madness. They are comparing everyone to you. Every person they meet falls short. Every conversation feels shallow because it is not with you. Every room feels empty because you are not in it. They catch themselves mid-sentence sometimes, realizing they were about to mention you to someone who does not even know who you are. They stop themselves, they blush, they feel exposed. But the impulse is constant. You are the background music to their daily life, and they cannot find the mute button even when they desperately want to. What is making this even more intense, Virgo, is that they know the distance is partially their fault. Maybe they created it, maybe they pulled back when things got too real, maybe they chose work, or pride, or fear, or some illusion of independence over the vulnerability that being close to you required. Maybe they let silence grow because they did not know how to articulate what you made them feel. Maybe they watched you walk away and told themselves it was for the best. But the mind lies, Virgo. The ego lies. The heart does not, and their heart has been speaking to them in ways they can no longer ignore. It speaks in dreams where you are standing right in front of them, close enough to touch, and they wake up with their hand extended toward an empty bed. It speaks in songs that suddenly feel like they were written about your story. It speaks in moments of stillness where they feel your energy so strongly that they turn around expecting to see you standing there. The distance has become a torture device of their own making, and they are done being the architect of their own pain. I want you to understand something about the timing of this, Virgo, because what I am channeling right now says this is not random. This surge of desperation to see you, this inability to tolerate even one more day of separation, is being fueled by something cosmic. There is an alignment happening. Energies are shifting. Veils are thinning. And this person is receiving downloads, intuitive hits, gut feelings, moments of absolute clarity that are stripping away every excuse they ever made. They are realizing that life is short. They are realizing that the kind of connection they have with you does not come around more than once in a lifetime, if ever. They are realizing that all the reasons they gave themselves for staying away were fear wearing a costume of logic, and the costume has been torn off. They are scared, Virgo. I want you to feel the weight of that. They are terrified, not of you, but of the magnitude of their own emotions. They have never wanted someone this much. They have never felt this level of urgency mixed with reverence. They want to rush to you and they want to kneel before you, and those two impulses are creating a whirlwind inside them. They are afraid that if they show up at your door or at your workplace or wherever they know they might find you, that you will reject them. They are afraid that you have moved on. They are afraid that your beautiful, self-contained Virgo energy has closed the door permanently and thrown away the key. And that fear is the very thing that is propelling them forward. because the fear of never seeing you again has finally become greater than the fear of your rejection. I am seeing specific images now. I am seeing this person rehearsing what they want to say, not in a manipulative way, in a desperate way. They want to get it right because they know they might only get one chance. They are practicing in the mirror. They are writing drafts in their notes app at 3 in the morning. They're driving past places that remind them of you and gripping the steering wheel so tight their knuckles turn white. They are looking at old photos and feeling a physical pain in their chest that makes them gasp. This is not a crush. This is not lingering interest. This is a person who has been spiritually gutted by your absence and is now crawling toward you with everything they have left. And Virgo, here is what makes this so powerful. You have changed. You are not the person they remember in the way they expect. You have grown. You have healed. You have stepped into a version of yourself that does not chase, does not beg, does not dim your light to make someone else comfortable. The distance did something to you too. It forced you to turn inward. It forced you to become your own sanctuary. And that transformation has not gone unnoticed. Even from afar, this person senses it. They see it in the way you carry yourself now. They hear it in the tone of your voice if you have spoken recently. They feel it in the space between your interactions, a space that used to be filled with your effort and your patience and your willingness to meet them where they were. That space is quieter now, and the quiet is deafening to them. They are realizing that you are not waiting. You are not pausing your life for their return. You are moving forward gracefully, powerfully, and that movement has triggered a primal panic in them. Not because they want to control you, but because they finally see what they risk losing. They see the future they could have had slipping through their fingers like sand. They see another version of reality where someone else gets to stand in the presence of your evolved energy. Someone else gets to benefit from the love you have learned to give yourself. Someone else gets to touch what they were too afraid to reach for. And that vision is unacceptable to them. It makes them sick. It makes them angry at themselves. It makes them want to tear down every wall they ever built between you and sprint across the wreckage. This is why they need to see you in person, Virgo. A phone call will not do. A text thread will not do. A video call where they can see your pixelated face will not do. They need the full force of your presence. They need to smell your perfume or your cologne. They need to see the way your hands move when you talk. They need to feel the temperature shift when you walk into a room. They need to witness your micro expressions, the things a camera cannot capture. They need to be close enough to whisper if the moment calls for it, because some truths are too heavy to travel through Wi-Fi. Some confessions need the gravity of shared physical space to land properly. And they have a confession, Virgo. They have many confessions. They have words stored in their body that have been poisoning them slowly, and the only antidote is your eyes looking into theirs while they finally speak. I am sensing that this meeting, when it happens, and I do feel it is imminent, I feel it building like pressure before a thunderstorm, will be overwhelming for both of you. This person is not going to be cool. They are not going to be casual. They have spent too long in the fire of their own longing to pretend they are not burning. They may shake. They may stumble over their words. They may say too much too fast, or they may be so overcome that they say almost nothing at first, just staring at you like you are a miracle they cannot believe is real. Do not expect polish. Do not expect the version of them that used to hide behind charm or distance or emotional unavailability. That version died in the space between you. What is coming toward you is raw, stripped, bare, vulnerable in a way that might make you uncomfortable because you have never seen them like this before. And Virgo, I need you to prepare your heart, because when someone comes toward you with this level of intensity, it can be disorienting. You are grounded, you are practical, you process things slowly and thoroughly. But this person is bringing a hurricane, and hurricanes do not wait for permission. They may show up unannounced. They may send a message that simply says, I need to see you, with no explanation and no build-up. They may appear where you least expect them. The universe is not giving them time to strategize anymore. The universe is pushing them, nudging them, sometimes shoving them. Because the window is open right now, Virgo, but windows do not stay open forever. What they want to say to you when they finally stand in front of you is layered. They want to apologize, not with empty words, but with the energy of someone who finally understands the weight of their absence. They want to explain, not to excuse themselves, but to help you see that their distance was never about your worth. It was about their fear, their unpreparedness, their own internal battles that they wrongly believed they had to win alone before they could be worthy of you. They want to tell you that you rewired something in them, that loving you, even from afar, even silently, even imperfectly, has changed the way they understand connection itself. They want to tell you that no one else compares, that they have tried to find you in other people and failed every single time, that you are the benchmark they did not ask for but cannot escape. And most of all, Virgo, they want to ask for a chance, a real chance, not the half chance they gave you before, not the chance riddled with hesitation and mixed signals, a full-bodied, present, committed chance to stand in your orbit and prove that they can be different. But here is the part that is going to test you, Virgo. This person is coming in strong because they are desperate, but desperation is not a foundation. You will need to feel whether their urgency is matched by substance. You will need to trust your gut, which is sharper than ever right now. You will need to discern whether this person has truly transformed or whether they are simply terrified of losing you. Both can be true, but only one is enough to build on. You are not responsible for managing their emotional crisis. You are not obligated to receive them just because they finally feel the gravity of what they let go. Your boundaries are sacred. Your growth is non-negotiable. And if this person wants back into your life, they need to meet the version of you that exists now, not the version they remember who was more patient, more accommodating, more willing to wait. I am seeing something else, Virgo. I am seeing that this reunion, if that is what it becomes, carries a karmic weight. This is not a random connection. This is not a passing fling. There is history here, whether from this lifetime or another, that binds your souls together. The intensity of their longing is a clue. Normal connections do not create this level of spiritual disturbance. Normal absences do not haunt people to the point of madness. What exists between you is rare, and rare things demand respect. They demand honesty. They demand courage. And right now, this person is finally mustering the courage to match the rarity of what you share. The physical distance that has separated you has served a purpose. Even if it has been painful, it has been a crucible. It has burned away illusions. It has shown both of you what you are truly made of when you cannot rely on proximity to maintain a bond. And Virgo, You have passed the test in ways that this person is only beginning to understand. You did not crumble. You did not chase. You did not lose yourself in the waiting. You became more yourself. And that self-possession is the very thing that is pulling them toward you now like a magnet. You are not the same person they left. You are stronger, quieter, more radiant, and they can feel it. Their soul can feel it. That is why they cannot stay away anymore. The energetic cord between you has been pulled taut, and the tension is unbearable. I want to speak directly to what you might be feeling right now, Virgo. You might be skeptical. You might be thinking, if they wanted me this badly, where have they been? You might be protecting your heart behind walls that you built with good reason. You might be telling yourself that if they were serious, they would have shown up sooner. And those feelings are valid, every single one of them. But I need you to consider that some souls take longer to wake up than others. Some people have to lose everything before they understand what they had. Some hearts have to break completely before they can open fully. And this person's heart is breaking open right now, not in a dramatic, performative way, but in a deep, irreversible way. They are not the same person who hurt you, or neglected you, or chose distance over intimacy. The distance has been their teacher, and the lessons have been brutal. When they see you in person, Virgo, they are going to be overwhelmed by your energy field. They are going to feel the shift in you immediately. They are going to sense that you are no longer someone they can approach casually. They are going to realize that your love is no longer unconditional in the way it once was, that now it must be earned, nurtured, and protected. And that realization is going to hit them hard. They are going to understand that they are not just fighting for your attention anymore. They are fighting for your trust. They are fighting for the privilege of being close to someone who has learned to be complete without them, and that is a much harder battle. But I see them willing to fight it. I see them ready to show up consistently, not just in this one dramatic gesture of arrival, because that is what you require now, Virgo. You require consistency. You require presence. You require someone who understands that love is not a feeling, but a practice. And this person, if they are truly ready, will understand that showing up in person is only the beginning. The real work starts after the reunion. The real work is in the daily choice to be near you, to know you, to grow with you, to never again take your presence for granted. There is also something I need to mention about the timing of this visit, this meeting, this collision that is coming. It feels sudden. It feels like it will catch you off guard. You might not be dressed the way you would want to be. You might not be in the emotional headspace you imagined. You might be in the middle of an ordinary day when the extraordinary arrives at your door. The universe does not schedule its miracles according to our convenience, Virgo. It delivers them when we are ready, even if we do not feel ready. And you are ready. You may not think you are, but your soul has been preparing for this moment. Every night you spent healing, every boundary you enforced, every dream you let go of, to make space for something real you have been preparing. This person feels that too. They feel that you are ready, and it terrifies and excites them in equal measure. They know they cannot come to you empty-handed anymore. They know they cannot offer you crumbs and expect a feast. They know that the version of you they are about to encounter demands wholeness. And so they are coming with everything, their truth, their regret, their hope, their body, their presence, their undivided attention. They are going to look at you like you are the answer to a question they have been asking the universe for years. And Virgo, whether you choose to receive them or not, that look is going to change something inside you. It is going to validate what you always knew, but we're too humble to claim that what exists between you is not ordinary, that your love is not ordinary, that you are not ordinary. I also sense that this meeting will have physical sensations attached to it. When they are near you, you may feel dizzy, you may feel heat in your chest or palms, you may feel time slow down. You may notice details about them that you never noticed before, the way their voice cracks when they are emotional, the way their hands tremble slightly, the way they cannot maintain eye contact for more than a few seconds without looking away because your gaze is too intense for them now. These are not coincidences. These are the physical manifestations of a spiritual reunion. Your bodies are remembering each other even if your minds are cautious. Your energies are dancing even if your words are careful. Trust what your body tells you in that moment, Virgo. Your body knows truths that your mind is still analyzing. After this meeting, nothing will be the same. Even if you choose not to pursue a romantic future with this person, the encounter will mark a before and after. It will close a loop that has been open for too long. It will give you answers, even if those answers are not the ones you expected. It will free you from the wondering, the waiting, the what ifs that have lived in the back of your mind. And if you do choose to open the door again, Virgo, know that you are opening it from a place of power, not desperation. You are not settling. You are not going backward. You are choosing consciously and deliberately to see if this person can meet you where you are now. And that is a completely different energy than the one you had before. This person is going to tell you things that they have never told anyone else, Virgo. Secrets about their fears, their childhood, their failures. They are going to strip themselves naked emotionally because they understand now that the only way to reach you is through absolute honesty. They are going to admit that they have been watching you from afar, maybe through social media, maybe through mutual friends, maybe just through the energetic field that connects you. They are going to admit that they have dreamed about you so often that the dreams feel more real than their waking life. They are going to admit that they have talked to you in their head 1,000 times, rehearsing conversations that never happened. And they are going to admit that the distance between you has been the hardest thing they have ever endured, not because they are weak, but because you are the home they never realized they were missing until they were locked out of it. Virgo, I want you to take a breath because this is a lot. This is heavy. This is the kind of revelation that can knock the wind out of you if you are not grounded. And you need to be grounded. You need to be rooted in your worth. You need to remember that while this person's arrival is significant, it is not the validation of your value. Your value was never dependent on their recognition. You were always enough. You were always worthy. You were always the prize. Their desperation to see you does not create your worth. It merely finally acknowledges what has been true all along. Do not let their urgency rush you. Do not let their emotional intensity pressure you into a decision you are not ready to make. You have the right to pause. You have the right to process. You have the right to say, I hear you, but I need time. The energy I am channeling right now suggests that this person will respect your need for space even in their desperation. They will not force you. They will not demand. They will pour their heart out and then they will wait. They will wait because they know that you are worth waiting for. They will wait because they understand that they lost the right to your immediate trust and they must earn it back slowly. And in that waiting, Virgo, you will see their true character. You will see whether they are capable of the patience they never showed you before. You will see whether their love is deep enough to withstand the uncertainty of your response. And that will tell you everything you need to know. I am also picking up on the possibility of travel. This person may be coming from far away. They may be booking a flight, a train ticket, a long drive. They may be rearranging their entire schedule to create space for this meeting. They may be spending money they do not really have because they understand that some opportunities are priceless. They may be lying to people around them about where they are going because they are not ready to explain the magnitude of what they are doing. They do not want to be talked out of it. They do not want to be reminded of the risks. They are operating on pure soul guidance right now, and soul guidance does not consult spreadsheets. It moves, it acts, it leaps. And this person is leaping, Virgo. They are leaping towards you with no safety net and no guarantee of a soft landing. When they arrive, they may not look like the person you remember. The distance has aged them in some ways. It has softened them in others. They may look tired. They may look like they have not been sleeping well because they have not. They may have a nervous energy about them, a restlessness, a sense that they are running out of time. And in a way, they are running out of time to keep their truth buried. They are running out of time to pretend they are fine without you. They are running out of time to be the person they were before they knew what real love felt like. Because once they see you, once they stand in the reality of your presence, there will be no going back. They will be changed, and they know it. That is part of what terrifies them. They know that looking into your eyes again will seal their fate. It will make it impossible to ever convince themselves that they are over you. It will make it impossible to ever love anyone else with the same depth. You are their reckoning, Virgo. And reckonings are not gentle, but here is the beauty in all of this intensity. Reunions like this, when they are divinely orchestrated, carry a healing frequency. Even if the conversation is difficult, even if there are tears, even if you say things that have been buried for months, the simple act of being in the same room, breathing the same air, occupying the same physical space, will begin to mend something that was torn. It will realign energies that were scattered. It will remind both of you why this connection exists in the first place. And if it is meant to continue, that meeting will plant the seed for something sturdier, something more honest, something built on the recognition of what almost was lost. Virgo, the distance between you has been a teacher, but the lesson is almost complete. This person is graduating from their own fear, and their graduation gift is the courage to cross the space that has kept you apart. They are coming. They are moving towards you with a speed and determination that would shock you if you could see it. Their thoughts are consumed by you. Their plans are centered on you. Their heart is beating a rhythm that spells your name. And when they finally stand before you, trembling, vulnerable, and completely undone by their own love for you, you will have a choice to make. Not a choice born of fantasy or nostalgia, but a choice born of who you are now and who they are proving themselves to be in this moment. Trust yourself, Virgo. You have always known. You have felt this coming. You have sensed the shift in the energy. You have prepared for this without even realizing you were preparing. And whatever you decide, know that you are protected. You are guided. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The universe does not bring people back into our lives to punish us. It brings them back to give us the chance to choose ourselves, to choose our healing, to choose our joy. And your joy matters. Your peace matters. Your heart matters. If this reading resonated with you, support the Virgo channel by liking this video, subscribing, and leaving a comment below. Your energy feeds this space and allows these messages to reach the ones who need them most. There is more clarity coming your way very soon, Virgo. Stay open, stay grounded, and trust that what is meant for you will never miss you.